RE2RDTE breaks messages. When you save an RDT with Leo2236's RE2RDTE and you load that RDT into the game, when you go into the game and you read a message, it comes out all jumbled. Well, we're going to fix a broken RDT so that you can mod rooms with working messages. To get messages to work in modded rooms, what we're going to do is we're going to replace files rather than saving with RE2RDTE. To begin, we have a folder with the vanilla original RDTE and our modded RDTE. In this example, we'll use the modded Hookman dance floor. Let's start by extracting the RDTs with Mark Bress's BioFat version September 29th, 2010. We'll extract the original RDT. Next, we'll open the modded RDT and we'll modify it and save it with the tool. Next, we'll grab the file we just saved and replace it with the one in the game folder. And then we'll play the game. The messages don't display correctly, or like the right data isn't being read by the game. The text just appears jumbled. Next, we'll create a work folder containing a copy of the vanilla RDT files. And we'll keep the other folder as backup just in case we need it. We'll use RE2RDTE to open up the work copy of the vanilla RDT. We'll extract each RID, which are the cameras, one at a time. We'll use a hex editor like HXD to look at the RID file, and I'll show you the structure. Notice the PRI offset. This offset's a little tricky because you have to update it when you mod the room. Like, there's a load order in the room. First loads the RID, then the RVD, then the LIT, then the PRI, then the SCA, then the FLR. You add more cameras to the RID, or you add more zones to the RVD, or you add more lights, or if you change the number of masks in the PRI, you will have to edit the PRI offset data in the RID file. How to get the data that we need to mod the offset, we'll cover a little later. Other than the PRI offsets, the RID can be replaced real easily. So, onto the RVD, that's the camera zones. Here's the file structure for the RVD so that you can do that. The RVD doesn't have any special offsets to edit or anything, but you do have to separate the data using HXD or a hex editor of some sorts. Each RVD file should end with 8 Fs. To replace the PRI, we can simply replace files in the camera folder with no additional hex editing. So for the RID, how do we learn the correct offsets? Well, for Hookman's dance floor, I changed the number of RVD and PRI. So, to get this data, we replace the modified RVD in the camera folder and recompile with biofat. Then open the RDT with the hex editor. And sample some modified PRI codes where the PRI block should begin. And then you'll start seeing the offsets like 0x31C, 0x34C, 0xe3C, 0x192C, 0x241C, 0x2EF4, and 0x39CC. Those are the offsets that would be entered into the RID PRI offset area. To replace the SCA, we can simply export and replace the file in the camera folder as is. It doesn't need any additional hex editing. For the FLR, just some minor hex editing. The LIT is a little more complicated. Here's the file structure. We'll start with the ambient red, green, and blue data. You can find this information in RE2RDTE. Use Windows Calculator to turn into hexadecimal. Export the LITs and merge into the camera folder LIT. After the LIT is replaced, there's just a few more things. After you finish replacing the RID, RVD, LIT, PRI, SCA, and FLR, you'll want to replace other files such as the SCD and edit the INI file. And the messages. And the models as well. And then after replacing the RDT file, you're ready to test the game. Bye.